Hello, welcome back to another video on my channel where today we're doing more TFC, but I still don't know which episode it is. But welcome to TFC.
It's 5, I think.
Episode 5. Woo! Okay, so, welcome to TFC episode 5, where we're just going to be rounding up all of Europe's, well, mostly Premier League games from the weekend. So, should we get straight into it?
And some highlights from Europe.
Yes, so, should we start with the Premier League?
Let me just remove the giant spider from my television. Oh no.
Oh no. What happened?
Behind the cupboard.
Oh god.
I'll find him later.
Okay then. On to the Premier League scores. Should we do Premier League scores first?
Sure, at the top of my the list here it has Liverpool. They won 3-1. I don't know who scored. I'm going to find out.
I remember seeing... Oh, I watched a bit of that game.
Salah.
Yeah. So I watched like about half of that Liverpool game because it was quite an early kickoff as well. So I watched a bit of that, and I mean obviously Newcastle scored first, and it's a really good goal by their left back. However, I just think from then on, it was kind of just Liverpool dominating mostly.
Yeah, I love my stats. Look at the stats for the game. It's ridiculous. Liverpool had 21 shots.
Yeah.
Newcastle's 8. 9 of which were on target. Newcastle only put 1 on target, and that was the goal. 76 possession to Liverpool, 24 to Newcastle.
The game was dominated by Liverpool, and they were the deserved winners. In the end, it was the first kickoff of the Premier League game week. Should we move on to some of the 3 o'clock kickoffs?
Yeah, I'll find them. Give me a minute. United Leicester.
Yep, United won 1-0, if I'm right in saying that, so...
Yes, a goal from Marcus Rashford, a penalty in the 8th minute.
Leicester, really, I expected to... Well, from Man United's recent form, I actually kind of expected Leicester to go out there and at least draw with them, but...
Yeah, I thought Leicester were going to trash them.
Yeah.
Leicester actually had more possession. 59 to 41. That leaves United 4th. Above Leicester only on goal difference.
Yeah, I think a lot of these early days in the Premier League, though, and in any league, goal difference is a big part. So, a 1-0 win is good, I guess, for Man United, because their form recently has been utter shambles. I almost swore. Yeah, but I think Man United fans would take that. Should we speak about the Chelsea game?
Sure.
I guess they played better than everyone thought they would with their, under-21 squad. Literally.
Yeah, I'm just I don't care what we do this season. I just want to see, a lot of goals. We're not supposed to win the league. We've had a transfer ban. We lost our best player. We're not supposed to do anything. So if we do anything, don't get relegated, but play really fun football, and actually the kids do really well, I'm happy. And we saw that on Saturday. Tamori banged one from the halfway line. Tammy Abraham scored a hat-trick. And Mount then added one in the final minutes. Disappointments being the fact we did concede 2.
Yeah.
But we can't keep a clean sheet ever.
Well, I think that transfer ban for Chelsea was almost like a golden ticket. It was almost like, I don't know, it's hard to describe, but I guess it's almost good for them in a way, because they've got to...
It was good.
Yeah, because then now you get to use your youngsters that you wouldn't be using if you didn't have a transfer ban. You would have all these new players that you bought with the money that you got from Hazard, but you didn't. You have the youth players.
We would have signed Coutinho and Rakitic. We'd have done that. And it would really be annoying. But instead, we're trying the youth. It's gone well. I think Mount and Abraham's partnership was brilliant. Hudson coming back soon can only be a good thing. Pulisic is disappointing. We need to hurry up.
Hit us with another score for the 3 o'clock kickoffs.
Southampton 1, Sheffield United 0.
Southampton managed to hold on to the 1-0 lead, and I guess you'd expect it, considering Southampton have the more experience than Sheffield United, who are newly promoted.
No, I really like Sheffield United playing, though. If you see what they're doing, they're actually using something which hasn't actually, I don't think it's ever been seen in the Premier League before. They use a system where they have overlapping centre-backs. So though they play three at the back, their centre-backs act as wing-backs and actually push down the line, and one of their midfielders will drop into that three in the back. It means that, I think it's Egan? I don't know if I'm saying that right. Bulldog act as overlapping centre-backs for the wingers.
Yeah, I think it's for these kind of newly promoted teams who haven't spent that much. Obviously, Aston Villa's an exception here because Aston Villa spent way too much, really. But teams like Sheffield United, who didn't spend that much in the window, they kind of need a new play style just to bring that extra zing to their gameplay, because the Premier League is so much better than any other English league. Oh, I know there's one more, which is the Tottenham game.
Burnley 1, no one cares. It was 1-1. Neil Mopay scored for Brighton. Jeff Hendrick scored for Burnley. Really annoying because I had Mopay in my fantasy team and I took him out for Timo Pukki. But he scored as well, so I'm very happy.
Yeah.
Some interesting stats. Brighton had more possession than Burnley, which doesn't surprise me. Burnley don't hold on to the ball. They just long.
To the bill, yeah. They don't hold on to the bill, guys.
They don't hold on to the bill.
Tottenham 4, Crystal Palace 0. There's not much else to say, really. Tottenham battered them. Scored all the goals in the first half. Crystal Palace got battered. Their defence was pretty shite for the first half.
Big up Norwich, love Norwich. 3-2 against Manchester City. What a result. Kevin McLean, I think that's his name. Todd Cantwell and Timo Pukki, the 3 goal scorers as they beat the champions. Big Timo Pukki. I've literally taught my half-brother to say Timo Pukki. That's lovely. It's very funny.
Yeah, I have Timo Pukki in my fantasy team as well, so we're both happy. we got Timo Pukki, loads of points from Timo Pukki in that game week. Like in any other game week, Timo Pukki is doing really good in my fantasy team.
So I'm very happy.
So, yeah, there's not much else to say, really. Manchester City... Well, considering Norwich also had 8 players out, by the way.
Yeah, Max Aarons was missing. Sam Bonner actually did alright. Rodri scored his first goal for City. Interesting. Yay. But I think Man City did dominate slightly. 25 shots to Norwich's 7. 8 of them on target. Only 3 of Norwich's were on target. They were 3 goals. It's a bit disappointing. 69% possession to Man City. That's very funny.
It's probably one of the biggest games ever in Norwich's career? No, history. Yeah. So, I mean, huge game for the Norwich fans. Just huge game for football in general. Just showing that any small team... Well, not that Norwich are a small team, but they're not known as being as big as Man City. But any kind of newly promoted team can just go out there and, to be totally honest, put on a really good game for top sides, such as Man City, because they beat them.
They're my team. They're my team, though. So, obviously, I've never experienced not knowing who the hell Norwich are, because they're my local team. But I like Chelsea as well. I support Chelsea, so yeah. No one cares, do they? With Everton, I'm just sad because Digne got booked and that lost me points.
Oh, did he? I didn't realise he got 0 points but I didn't realise he got booked.
I know. Yeah. Everton got 4 yellow cards.
Great.
What were they doing?
Right, he's moving out of my fantasy team then. Okay, right.
Yeah, done now.
Okay, right, next game.
I think this is our last one. Arsenal versus Watford, which...
2-2!
Watford had 31 shots. Can we just talk about that for a second? 31 shots!
Watford had 31 shots against Arsenal, Jesus Christ.
That's more days than there are in this month.
Yeah, Watford. Did you see, wasn't it Guendouzi that came off the pitch and pointed 2-1, then, like, a few seconds later, Watford scored?
Oh, I didn't watch the game.
Basically, I think it was Guendouzi. He came off the pitch and pointed to the Watford fans 2-1, and then a couple seconds later, well, it might have been minutes, but I don't know, Watford went on to score and it's 2-2. But, anyway, yeah, we're going to try and do, like, a 30-second roundup. I'm going to try and do the 30-second roundup of the Bundesliga. You try and do a 30-second roundup of the, French League, League 1 Confirmer. So, who's going to go first?
Wait, can I just... We've got some breaking news here.
Oh.
David De Gea has signed a new deal at Manchester United. I don't know how long it is.
Good for Manchester United.
2023.
Jesus Christ. Jeez.
3-year deal.
So, it's good for Manchester United. Here we go, 32nd round of the Bundesliga. Fortuna 1, Wolfsburg 1. Kohl 0, Mönchengladbach 1. Dortmund smashed Bayern Leverkusen 4-0. Mainz beat Hertha 2-1. Union Berlin and Werder, there was 2 red cards in that game, 1 to each team. Werder beat them 2-1. Augsburg beat Eintracht 2-1. Leipzig drew with Bayern 1-1. Hoffenheim lost 3-0 to SC Freiburg, and Paderborn lost 5-1 to Schalke.
Find the scores first.
Oh.
Nantes, not. Nantes 1, Stade Reims 0. Don't laugh. Saint Etienne 2 to lose 2. Monaco 3, Marseille 4. Love my Marseille. Oh, that's all it says. Oh, Brest 0, Rennes 0. Bordeaux 2, Metz 0. Dijon 0, Nimes 0. Oh, dull. Montpellier 2, OGC Nice 1. Whoa, really? PSG 1, Strasbourg 0. Lyon 2-2 with Amiens. That's bad for them. Lost Lille 2, Angers 1. They're in Chelsea's group. That's all we've got time for today. Thank you for watching.
Thank you guys for watching the TFC podcast. Subscribe if you haven't already. Leave a like on the video. Use code RealGem19 in the item shop when buying anything in the Fortnite Home store. Goodbye, Jack. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.